What's up, y'all? This is the Curious One, and tonight we're going to be checking out the Marvel Legends What If Captain America. So, uh, I actually purchased this figure through Amazon, and it came in an envelope, so it's a little mushed as far as the box goes. Something you might want to keep in mind if you like to collect mint in box. You may want to get it somewhere else. I've had them come in a box, like bubble wrapped and everything, and they come in mint condition. Uh, but I've also had them come show up in bubble opes and be in mint condition. But I've also had them show up in bubble opes and be, excuse me, a little mushed like this box. I don't collect mint in box. I almost always throw away the boxes, and I always open my toys and display them. So it's not a big deal for me. On the top here, we're going to have a Build-A-Figure, Marvel's The Watcher, Marvel Legends series. Got a +4 up here on the top. Got a Marvel Studios What If. Got a little Disney down there. Got Zombie Captain America. Got a Hasbro down there. Now, I believe this mostly animated show, is on Disney Plus. I'm not positive about that. I don't have a subscription to Disney Plus, so I haven't watched any of the stuff, which is fine because there's only probably 3 of the figures that I actually even want. Uh, I have the Zombie Hunter Spidey, and now I have the Zombie Captain America. The Zombie Hunter Spidey, I'm a bit disappointed in, just because I figured, hey, it'll be a cool Spidey to put on the shelf. I wasn't really buying it for the zombie hunting aspect, and the articulation left something to be desired. If you're looking for the Zombie Hunter Spidey, then you may like it. If you want it to be a Spider-Man, I'm gonna say pass on that one. But so far, this figure, I'm really digging. So on this side, you have some artwork, which I believe is probably a screenshot from the movie, from the show. Looks really cool. I like the way the eyes stick out. They almost look like they're glowing. On the back, you got some more art over here. Marvel Legends up there. Zombie Captain America. Got a little write-up there underneath it. If you want, you can pause and read it there. It's in multiple different languages. Got a Build-A-Figure. There's your Build-A-Figure watcher. Like I said, I'm not planning to complete the series. I pretty much just want the zombie cap. I'm considering her, and I'm a little bit disappointed that I bought that one, to be honest with you. Down here, you got some more writing. I got a "Don't feed it to children under 3." Got a Marvel. Got a Hasbro. So on the other side, you have the same art. On the top, you got a watcher. On the bottom, you got legalese. Got your SKU, and then it's made in China. Just a reminder, China is asshole. All right, y'all. So I can't remember if I mentioned it already, but my lighting's kind of jacked up tonight because I had a bulb uh, pop on me, and I don't have a replacement right now. So I got to pick up one of those tomorrow night. Here he is out of the box. As you can see, I do have 2 of these figures. Uh, I watched D Amazing's review and also Shutter Miss Prime's review, and I liked the way that the figure looked enough to where I already had this one pre-ordered on Big Bad Toy Store, and it was on the way already, but I found another one on Amazon, and I went ahead and pre-ordered that too. And then it was kind of a race to see which one would get here first, because FedEx likes to play with my packages sometimes. And I did get the one from Big Bad Toy Store first. I got him 2 days ago, and I got him today. So I've had this guy out of the package. I played around with him a little bit. The thing is, I work about 10 to 12 hours a day, and I've been working the last 2 days, so I haven't really done a whole lot with him other than play with him on my lunch break. I do really like the figure. There are some issues. One of them is that he can be a pain in the ass to get to stand up. And I don't even mean the way I have him right now, where he's got the broken ankle, kind of like the picture on the back. I mean, he has a boot on this foot and he's barefooted on that foot, so he wants to lean. But I have noticed in certain types of poses, if you're trying to get him to like kind of stumble around like a zombie, yeah, let's see. If you do it right, you can get him to stand pretty good. But I do kind of think he's going to be an airborne ranger, one of those figures that you find on the floor a lot. So you might not want to put him really close to other things that he may knock off the shelf. Let's see. Yeah, he's not going to want to stand like that too. Alright, so here he is just kind of standing there, the best I could get him. Hopefully he won't fall over while I'm trying to turn him. And I'll give you a turn around so you can see the whole figure. Do really like a lot of the details, the holes in the legs, got the ribs sticking out there, half a sleeve, it's kind of torn, there's pieces still hanging on there. This sleeve's completely gone. Boot and pant leg are gone on that side. Got some shredded uniform here hanging over his belt. And if you look right there where the ribs are, you can also see that they went ahead and tore that harness right there as well to make it look like when he was hit, it also damaged the harness, which is pretty cool. Big old chunk out of that leg. Got some more ribs exposed over here. Got another wound there on his forearm. He's just got one glove still on. He's missing his other glove. As you can see, the white is very dingy, like he's been crawling around in the muck, in the mud and everything. Got like a brass color for the star. Got a brass A. He does have the wings on the helmet, and they're brass as well. Brass on the harness. Got a belt there. I think it got pushed up when he had fallen down. That's usually hiding the waist cut. I think there could have been an ab crunch in there, which would have helped with the articulation a lot. I do like the fact that there's diaphragm cut up here with the barbell in there, but it does leave a little bit to be desired. Since I have two of them, I may pop one open there and see if I can get him to move a little bit better. I think some of the articulation could have been done a little better. But the look of the figure is awesome. I also think maybe a couple of washes to get like some of his nails and stuff like that may have been helpful. But like I said, it's based on an animated, so you don't really want to go too overboard on the details. Then it won't look like a cartoon quite as much. Alright, so he only comes with one accessory, and that's going to be his shield. Make sure we got this right. There we go. So it's kind of like it's a metallic red is what it's molded in. Now, as you know, the metallic sometimes marbles, and I do have a little bit of marbleized in there. Occasionally I'll find it on a head sculpt or something like that, but typically I see it on metallic. Then we got a metallic silver paint right there. Got a metallic silver star. As you can see, it is chopped up with some red into kind of like a spearhead designs that form the 5-point star. And then we got some metallic blue going around the center. And then we have blood stains on the shield, which, I mean, if it's a zombie, then you're gonna need some blood on him, you know what I mean? Some blood and some mud. Now, I know you're thinking, like, well, blood is red, why is that kind of like a purplish color? But blood is red on a white surface, on different colored surfaces. Sometimes it can appear different colors, different shades of colors. Sometimes it may look purple, sometimes it might be a bluish. On some things, it may even look black. So on the other side, we have two straps for you to put it on his arm. There's no way I can think of to actually plug this into his back, which would have been a really cool feature. And it can be difficult to get this to stay on his arm because he's just got the zombie hands, you know what I mean? So the other thing is that these two straps are far enough apart that if you have him bent at the elbow, this strap is pushing up against his bicep, and it doesn't really want to go on there the greatest. What I've found that kind of works is to jam his whole hand in there to where his thumb is pressed against it. But still, like I said, if you bend the elbow, it's going to want to pop it right off of there. So let's get a closer look at this guy. Here's his head sculpt. Nice creepy looking eyes with a outline. It's done in kind of like a tealish color skin tone. He's missing his nose, his mouth's agape. Got some nice paint on his teeth, on the inside of his mouth. Got some blood coming down. If you look here, you can actually see his teeth through his cheekbones, or through his cheeks. Down here, that's a little weird, but you're not really looking at that too much. Can see through his cheek on this side also. Got his ears, got the brass wings like I told you. Some nice detail on his helmet, if I can get you to focus. Got his strap, his chin strap hanging, just hanging there. Got some detail down in there, got some blood. Back here you can see his spine through his neck. And like I told you, you got his ribs exposed, got some nice red paint in there, some damage on the harness, some brassy looking color there on this harness as well. Nice detail on the uniform. Some scratches there to look like looks kind of like some battle damage. Brass star there. Ribs are exposed here as well with some nice blood and detail on there. Over on this side, it's completely missing his sleeve. Got some blood on there. Missing his glove on this side. Nice sculpted details. Like I said, uniform is torn there, and you got some strands of uniform hanging off all the way around. Kind of looks tattered. Down here, he's got his sleeve torn off at the elbow. Still missing a glove, but it's all shredded. I mean, he actually has his glove on this side, and it's all shredded. Down here, the white is all yellowed out, like I believe I had said. Got a belt that is loose with some pouches and stuff. So you got a waist cut there. Red stripes. Down here you have holes that go all the way through. You can see straight through his legs, which is really cool. Definitely adds to the zombie effect, the zombie look. Down here you're missing pant leg and his boot. Pant leg is nice and tattered. And here you got his boot. I probably would have put a little bit of blood on there, maybe some, maybe a wash, probably on his toes and stuff too, to just make it look a little more. So you're gonna be able to look up to there because he's on a barbell. You can get him to look down to about right there. Does have some really nice head pivot, which is really good because you're going to want that for your zombie poses. Zombies have a tendency to cock their heads all crazy. I wish the neck would have been articulated as well. I think that would help to make for some creepy poses. So up here, I'm going to be able to get to there. On this side, not quite as much, but pretty close. And get down to there, down to there. Now there is no butterfly joints, which I kind of wish there was, but I think it would have cut into that detail there, so I do think it would have helped with the articulation a lot. But you're going to have bicep cuts, going to have double jointed elbows, which gives you a really good range of motion. You got the creepy zombie hands, and you're going to have a hinge in and out on both sides. Now here you got a diaphragm cut. You're going to get, let me get out of the way. So you're going to get about that much forward. Not a whole lot. I think that could have been better. You can get about that much backwards. You can get kind of a hula hooping action out of that. And then you got a waist cut like I had mentioned. I do think that they could have put an ab crunch in here, and I think it could have hid pretty well with the design, and it would have gave you a lot more movement and helped with the creepy factor as far as posing goes. You're going to be able to kick up to about that far, back to about right there. You got a thigh cut, double jointed knees to about right there. On this side, you do have a boot cut. You're only, okay, that's a little bit better than what I thought it was. So you're going to get that much up and get that much down. And then on this side here, you don't have a boot cut. Not really getting any up. Not very much. Yeah, you're not getting very much. You're getting a tiny bit right there. Getting a lot of down. And then, of course, you got ankle pivot on both sides. So that's cool. So I might go in and drop some white glow-in-the-dark paint in his eyes. I have a tendency to do that. Usually it's a green, but his eyes are already white. So, and I do actually have white glow-in-the-dark paint, so I might go in and do that. I don't think it's necessary. Now, other than the few things that I mentioned, I think this figure looks freaking awesome. I do really enjoy it. I do think there could have been some better articulation, but for what it is, I'm still happy with the figure. I still really like the way it looks, and I'm still happy that I actually have two. Like I said, that way I got one that just stays on the shelf and another one that I can play around with and don't have to worry too much about if I wear him out or scratch up his paint or anything like that. So that's cool. I definitely recommend this figure. So if you like zombies, if you like Marvel zombies, if you like What If you're just a Captain America is one of your favorite characters, I think you'll probably dig it for any of those reasons. I really want some more 6-inch zombie figures, and I'll pretty much take anyone that I can get. So, uh, yeah, very happy with this purchase. So, y'all have a good night. Y'all try to stay out of trouble, and y'all take it easy, all right? Laters.